Good evening all. Is this working? Check, check, check. It is, I think. Good evening all. Hope we all... It's all gone wrong. My light's not working. That's gone off. My mic's gone off. We're having a look at the Legends cars at the minute to see if we can get the Mercedes that we need, because it's not in the garage for Daily Race C. Annoyingly. Now everybody's commenting. I've just literally... Oh, it's all going on. Let's see if we can sort this firstly. Oh, that's made it way too bright. I've ruined it. I have ruined it. There we go. That's a little bit better. Hope we're all doing well. I'll get back down onto the same planet as you all in just a second. It's all happening. It's all going wrong. Yeah, so the C9 Mercedes I don't have. And I basically need to try and work out now which is the next best option. There was a Jag here. Insufficient funds, of course, of course. Okay then, so we can't have that. I don't think that we can have... I think we're just going to have to rent the cars, basically. Sadly, John has made us a livery for the C9 Mercedes, but by the looks of things, I don't think I'm going to be able to use it. I was talking to John a little bit earlier, and I said I don't actually know if I've got that car. There it is there, the SERVO Mercedes. Let's have a quick look though, because I'm only going off John. John, you said it was in the Legends cars, but is it definitely not in Brand Central? Let's just have a quick look to double check. I don't think it is in here. Why is that only... That's weird. Why is there only that one Mercedes? But yeah, we've got all of everything else. What's going on there? This seems... Have we just found a bit of a bug? What's going on there? What? That doesn't make sense. Oh, right. We're going to have to just get into the first race here. Larry, how are we doing? John, how are we doing? James, how are we doing? Couldn't think of a worse track than Le Mans. Oh, I like Le Mans. It's a nightmare, horrible track to drive, but that's kind of the reason you've got to like it, I guess. The Nürburgring's a little bit similar. R9. Everyone else is in, actually. The R9 2CP, SERVO C9. So it's between those two cars, basically. So we are going to have to just... jump in. Yeah, I think we are. Oh no, yeah, we can rent both of them. Let's go with the Nissan first. But let's quickly talk about Daily Race C. Let's also see if I can shut... Why is this stream gone so badly wrong? Oh. Right, let's see if I can sort the light out in here first, because this is not good. Let's try and get rid of some of this up here. That's a drum skin there, if anybody cares. A drum skin signed by Nickel McBrain, the drummer of Iron Maiden. Right. That's better. Can anyone actually see the gate? They can't even see them. Ugh. Literally, you can't even see any of that anyway, so what's the point of me even having it up there? Oh dear. Yeah, John, sorry mate, we've not got the car, unfortunately. Adam, how are we doing?
It's 20 hours.
It's 20 hours, my laptop says. There we go. Car settings. Was I right in thinking? Did I see something? I might have to have a little look at this. So we're about to enter this race. totally blind here. We've got 12 laps, which means it's a very long race, and this is where the title of my video comes from, that this could change the way that we do daily races. Daily race C, at least, for hopefully for the better, potentially for good. For good as in forever. Does this make it better if I do this? No, that makes it worse. If I unplug one of the lights. If I unplug one of the lights, it makes it even worse. It's a bit too bright. Such as the sun of the north. The northeast. Right, P16. Ooh. Starting this one now, essentially from the back of the grid. Well, literally from the back of the grid. We got 12 laps of Le Mans. Yeah, it needed 10 laps Group 3 and weather, and it would have been amazing. I'm hoping that there's not much weather for this one. I mean, there could be, but Group 1, to have rain in the Group 1s is, I would say, a little bit brutal and almost a bit cruel by Polyphony, if they were to do that. Someone's gone, a couple of people are gone. I'm on the right hand side there, buddy. Oh god, I'm getting past everybody here. This is all that I can hope for. That the straight line speed of this thing helps me out here. Because it's not going to be anything else. Taking it fairly easy into the braking zone. And we'll launch ourselves on the way out. Right, we're definitely going to be okay for fuel, I think. I saw the fuel dropping down quite rapidly initially there, but we're all good. That was almost, I would say, a bit too close there between the three of us. Oh, and he's gone for the lunge. Now, how did I see that one coming there? Oh, and he's gone penalty. Right, look at the tyre wear that we've got here, though. From just one lap. That is absolutely horrendous. Probably need to be in third out of some of these corners because I'm using second, spinning up the rear wheels quite a bit. Oh no! Oh, and I've run wide. That's going to be a penalty there, I think. Right, what this potentially means is we might have to do... I wonder if there's a play-in strategy here where sometimes doing 2 stints on the soft tyres is actually going to be worth it. "12 laps around here is going to make this one fairly difficult. Track limits equals DR killer, absolutely. Luckily I didn't get one there actually, which I thought I was going to. So it must be the outer curb, or the outside line of the curb, not the first white line. Look at the gap, 20 seconds to the leader already. Do we know how this one is working then? Is it potentially a 2-stopper? Soft, medium, and then back onto the softs again perhaps? We'll see how many laps we get out of these soft tyres here. Oh, not many if we keep doing that. How can you get a track limit penalty for that? Yes, I went off the track. Oh no. This is also what we don't want. We're going to have loads of this race. This is going to be the problem, I think. I'm going to be right down the back of the grid on this one. Oh dear, this is going to be horrendous. Jeez. Oh man, so slow in that final sector. Proper handful, this car. Proper handful. No, no, no. Oh, come on. Oh, that one's definitely track limits. That one is definitely track limits. Surprisingly not. so far off the pace, it's pretty unbelievable. This car, I mean, I'm not particularly quick at the moment, but is not particularly comfortable, I would say. But how on earth have I ended up being 40 seconds off the leader? I'm going to get lapped at this rate. This is a 4-minute lap. I'm going to get lapped. Sorry guys, I've just realised that the stream started going a little bit pear-shaped as well. I'm just trying to sort that out. There we go. No! Oh, for God's sake. This is what you get when you jump straight into a race without practice. Thanks, man. Oh man, bugger off. I think some quali practice is needed for me. Before I even think about trying to jump into races. I ran out of time to get practice done. The reason that I was a bit flummoxed while starting the stream, I was trying to get sorted out, but I've just put out the job advert for a video editor for Winter Media, so quite exciting times there. That's what I was trying to do, and started to run a little bit behind. I had my alarm set for 7 PM and I thought, right, I'm going to do almost an hour of practice. How amazing will that be? Then I'll absolutely ace it on the stream. And far from it. Ran out of time. Kept pressing snooze on my alarm. And then by the time it got to 20 to 8, I thought, oh crap, right, I've run out of any chance of a practice now. And look at that. We just set a 3:37 there, obviously a few mistakes, penalty, all the rest of it. Fastest lap 3:23. And I'm wondering why I'm 46 seconds off the pace. Right, we're always going to be getting quicker, that's the plus side, I think. Not too sure if it's a long pit stop at Le Mans. Or Le Mans. Have to be one that I double check when we go in, but we could look. Oh, I'm sure some people might be looking at doing a 2-stop. I want the car slow down there. It did on the, I suppose it's tyres really, but It did on the previous lap. It slowed down no problem. Which clearly has made me trust the car all a bit too much. Rob Craig, how we doing? Brake bias set to front. Since when were you able to change the brake bias? They've never ever had that since the entire time on any of the balance of power races. They've never had that. And I didn't even know it was there. I didn't even know it was there, mate. Thank you for that. Never even thought to look really, but I just absolutely just assumed based on the fact we haven't had that for ages now. Fantastic. Great pit stop. Let's get on to the mediums. Yeah, I can't believe that, Rob. Thank you for pointing that one out. Appreciate it. Same for race B. Ah, fantastic. Right, I did see then a mention of like partial car settings, but I didn't know what that meant. But obviously that's what they must have been referring to, I guess. Let's go. So I still didn't really help myself by driving like a complete wally anyways and spinning the tyres so much, but people were still pitting similar, even a couple of laps before me there, so this is a long race when you're at the back, I will say that though. This is... oh my god. Take the penalty. This is a pretty brutal race if you're a bit shit like me. We didn't get a penalty for that. So we just cut across there every lap and we'll be laughing. I'm guessing the majority of the grid is in the Mercedes then as well. I can't really remember the Mercedes that well, but it was a nightmare car just like this one. I would much rather be in, as I'm sure all of us would, the newer Group 1 cars, something like the Toyota or the Audi. Much rather be in one of those. Oh, for God's sake. Or for longer races though, yeah, definitely, definitely. What I probably would say as a genuine suggestion, however, and it's only because I'm victim of it at the moment, is that I think a little bit more needs to be done to try and close the packs up a little bit. So that really put me off there because my LED lights beside me have now just started all of a sudden strobing and dancing away. I think... I wonder if there's a way of making sure that the pack is a little bit closer together in terms of qualifying and kind of like race pace and stuff like that. Because if we're going to do longer races, then that's fantastic. But what you're all going to get is, I mean, even I'm close to like rage quitting now because I'm 28 seconds off the next position. How awful is that? And I'm last. So we know that this race for me is literally utterly pointless at the moment, but I do wonder if there's a bit more that we can do to try and close the gaps. Now, Formula 1, not that you hear about it much, has a 107% rule, which means that you have the lap time of the top qualifier, and say they set a 1:20, then a 1:27. No, let me get that right. A 1:40. No, let me do the maths on that. Basically, they need to be within 107% of the lap time speed. Yeah, so if they set a 1:40 is the lap time, then the from pole position, then the person who is last needs to have set at least a 1:47. The 107%. So if they... Yeah, exactly. Nobody, especially on a longer track like this, or even something like the Nürburgring, I mean, obviously that's just always going to cause field spread given the nature of the track. But that's what you want to try and avoid. So fair play to Polyphony for the longer race. I do agree with it. I do think it's a good idea. But, as we say, well, I mean, I'm pretty much only going to get to do now 2 of these for this stream, so... but I'm a fan of the races being a little bit longer. But I suppose it does mean then if you have that 107% rule, 107% rule, or something like it. So basically, you would do your qualifying before the race, or it would say you've not achieved qualifying. You're not like you have not qualified for this session. I think that would be something like that would be good. Or currently you're not up to speed, basically, with your current like racing group. I don't know if people would agree with me on that, but that's my thoughts. I mean, it's probably for the best that people are spread out. Can you imagine people trying to race wheel to wheel in these things? You're asking for trouble. How am I still setting a 35? 3:35. The top time, fastest lap, is a 23. What on earth is all that about? Is that the difference between me and not even P1 at the moment? Because I think P1's just pitted, but whoever has set the fastest lap. Is that the difference in speed and lap times? Because that is scary. Use the position. We would have had to give it back anyway. surprised anyone's doing this race. I quite like the track. I always think, oh, that was like a double, triple, quadruple, 5-6 moves under the one braking zone there. Come on, really? Really? Now we got damage to both sides of the car. And we're only just over halfway through this race. Oh man. Tap tap, yeah. We might need to, I think. Really? I'll take the half-second penalty. That's absolutely worth it. Half-second penalty has got to be worth cutting that chicane. Oh, now he's left the room. After all that. Man, I'm a minute behind second last. So I'm in last. And the guy in front of me, who's 13th out of 14th, is 1 minute ahead of me. How am I so far off the pace, aside from keep making stupid mistakes? Like that. 15, 17, 8, 16 seconds off the pace. 16. Yeah, true. Box for fresh tyres, not losing any more positions. Yeah, exactly. Someone's just set a 22-1. Yeah, I might do actually. Let's actually use that as a bit of qualifying practice, shall we? Oh, the battle with Chaos on the last lap. Yeah, it was mega. Absolutely mega. Good racing as always. Me and you had a few laps side by side as well, Adam, didn't we? I've done the same thing there and I just totally missed the corner. Missing the braking zone, really. I'm sure you got past me, Adam, quite quickly, but we were side by side for a few corners. Few tricky corners as well. I'm sure it was like turn 5, 6 through the S's, if I remember. So was Adams with Brian. Yeah, oh, what a good battle. It was funny, you know, because I just assumed, so at the end I was like, oh, congratulations to Adam. I just assumed that Adam had won the race. And then when I looked at the timing board, I was like, oh no, bloody hell, Brian done it. I really wasn't expecting Brian to catch up and get past, but I think Adam... Did you say you were struggling for fuel, or did you have damage? I think it was Chaos had damage and you had no fuel, I think it was. I think I got that the right way around. Oh, I forgot to go in the pits. There you go, 29. We're only 7 seconds off the pace now. 7.5 seconds off the pace. We're getting better. Man, honestly. Penalty there as well. Oh, this is a long, painful race, this, I've got to say. Picture and sound all good, lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Oh my god, why can't I get this corner right anymore? Oh man. I think we know what's happening there. Misjudged how many laps. Yeah, I was the opposite. I fueled too much. I fueled way too many laps. Oh, right. Let's just breathe and take a moment to realise how horrific that really was. That was quite the experience, that. I need some chocolate, and this shows you how hot it is in this room because my mini roll is now more like a mini mousse. It was boiling in here. Let me go put the fan on, 2 seconds. Oh, I just kicked the microphone. It's so warm in here, literally everything is actually melting. I've got loads of chocolate beside me and it's all melted. My can is now warm. And the water has probably evaporated. It is boiling. Oh, I can't believe that. That is a tricky, tricky race, that. They must have got this race wrong, though. I wonder if they've got the setup of this wrong. Because it says number of laps 12, number of cars 16, and then it says time required 25 minutes. But we wouldn't have even finished that, and that was a 45-minute race, that. So I wonder actually if this, what we thought was a genius idea for Daily Race C, I wonder if it was intentional, or if this was actually meant to say, I don't even know, 4 or 5 laps, and somehow it's ended up as 12. But it says time required 25 minutes, unless that's the bit that's wrong. That probably makes a bit more sense. But man, right, okay, let's have a little look then. So here's the Sauber Mercedes, which I really didn't want to be in this, which is why I thought I would try the Nissan. What do you reckon for the Nürburgring next round, though, Adam? That's going to be good. Although admittedly this does feel a bit better than that Nissan that I was just in there. Through the low speed corners, doesn't feel like it wants to kill me too much on the exit. I was just going to say, although we'll see when we try and put our foot down through an under Dunlop corner there. Right, let's do a few laps of qualifying. If anybody can guess correctly, even the correct second at this rate, I will be mighty impressed. But let's go for it. Guess our lap time. They dropped the ball. I think they have done, but I quite like the idea. I quite like the longer race, as we're saying. People have been calling out for a longer Daily Race C. Anyways, do you know what I mean? A longer sort of endurance race type style. And I think that, you know, something like this could work really, really well. Fun, but fully expecting to be harvested. I know. I wasn't expecting much. It's why I wanted to get on early for a load of practice and then ended up not doing that at all. So, a bit stupid on my part, really. Because as we can see, some practice was very much needed. Honestly, this chair is doing my head in. considering this thing, the GT Omega Prime rig, considering this thing was about 800 quid in total, 900 quid, I genuinely am quite disappointed with it, I've got to say that. The rig itself is mega, but it's a nightmare to try and move anything, which I suppose you want it to be so it doesn't fall apart, but, oh, honest to God, so difficult to get it comfortable, in my opinion, so difficult to get it kind of exactly where you want it. Even now, after a while of racing, I sometimes still feel like I'm quite uncomfortable, like my back hurts a little bit. I feel like I'm still off centre despite doing everything that I can to put it in centre. Something about it just still doesn't feel quite right. And then to top it all off, I paid an extra 100 and something for this chair, 150 quid extra for this particular actual chair, and it squeaks like hell and it does my head in. And also the chair, you know how in a normal car your chair, you can kind of pull the catch underneath it and move the chair forward and back, so obviously this chair has that, but except it's broken, so it came where the catch didn't actually properly lift up for it to be able to slide on the runners. And I just thought, oh well, I'll be the only one kind of on it, once I've got it set kind of thing. And then the past week or so there, we had a couple of people that were over and come to see the house, and I said, oh, do you want to jump on the rig? And then they jump on the rig and they can't literally reach the pedals, or they can't do anything on it because they can't even move the seat to adjust it. Which is really... Then you realise and go, oh, actually that is a bit shit. Yeah, it's Seaside Group 3. Oh, is it Seaside Reverse, is it? No need to reverse a track. Depends which track it is, I guess, but... That's what I get for being an idiot and trying to change down too many gears too quickly. Right, starting to get there, a little bit better, 27. Christ, at least we're within the same 10 seconds as the fastest lap of that last race. And of course qualifying will be even quicker than this as well. Even further off the pace. For God's sake. Jesus, this is hard. Group 1 around here always is, it's brutal, but Man. Right. It's frustrating that we end up in the Mercedes though. It's always the case. And yet we've got a whole range of really, really cool, great Group 1 cars there. What about the Jag? KP, how we doing? Try the 787B. Yeah, I was just thinking there. Let's try and have a look at something else. The Mercedes, to be honest, was spot on in comparison to what I was just driving in the Nissan. I don't know why I thought the Nissan would be a little bit better. I feel like this Jag wants to kill you. This is a proper struggle. Also, why are these lights being a pain in the arse? I don't know if you can actually see the lights behind all the mess here. If you can see them much in the stream, I don't think you can. Should we just do Data Race B instead? Right, let's try the 7, what's it called? This was the problem though. This car here that we're about to be in was then became the car that was like a million miles an hour faster than everybody else on the straights, wasn't it? Bit more understeer, bit more understeer with throttle with this. Oh, I don't like racing with traction control. I'm one of them. I try my best not to. Although sometimes it's most definitely needed. With this car, not so much, to be fair. It's just understeer in that when you get the power down, it's understeer that you struggle with. Real drivers turn TCL. Maybe it's my ego then that yeah, agrees with that one and thinks I shouldn't drive with the traction control. We'll set a lap in this and just see how we get on. Just needs a 6th gear there, doesn't it? I think I'll stick with this for a little bit actually. We'll stick with this for a race and see what we... Actually no, let's go with what everyone else is in and stick with the Merc. Just so I've got a good sort of reference, I think. Which car has he crashed in? All of them? Correct. Correct. No, I'll go with the Merc. Let's go in the Merc. And then hopefully that helps with a decent reference. Yeah, Audi James says, do you know what it is? I wish that the better Group 1 cars were available, like were decent. I really do. I wish that the better Group 1 cars were. It's just the top end, isn't it? It's the straight line of these things that mean you literally just can't race with anything else, basically. Bugatti, yeah. I think the standard Veyron would be quicker than the Group 1 Bugatti for some reason. I never felt that it was as quick as it seemed like it should be, if that makes sense. Given that it has a Bugatti badge on the front of it. Stream perfect, yeah, good stuff, good stuff. The only thing I've not been able to do is record at the same time. I've had to stop recording the streams at the same time, which I was managing to do perfectly fine up until only a few weeks ago. Put a bit more trust in this car around here. Definitely put a lot more trust in there, through there, than the Nissan. There we go, that's a bit better. I'm kind of like closer to being on pace with what the actual race pace was now. Fantastic. Right, let's have a break. Let's have a break. Jesus. Right. They're all awful. Yeah. Your stream keeps freezing. Yeah, try James's suggestion, and then hopefully it no longer freezes. Yeah, I think that might be your side, John. Hopefully. See if I can fix these lights. Can you actually see the lights in the background? I don't think you can really. You can't really see them changing much, can you? They're flashing behind me there. What should we make the lights do?
It's 21 hours.
We set them to red. We get them all. Oh, we got like 180 different settings of that to do, yeah. This is no good. Oh, gradual. Strobe. Do we do the strobe? It's not working. Oh, that's cool. I can do any colour on the lights behind me. I don't know if you can actually see it making a difference or changing at all. But I can do any colour I want. That's cool. Let's stick with red. Affinity Racing red. Not that it makes any difference because you can barely see it. Podium. Oh, we're starting P7. Oh, hoo, hoo. Come on. Right, okay then. Okay then. How long was the pit stop here? Did anyone notice? Did anyone notice how long the pit stop was? Right, P7. Let's hope for a good one here. I don't think it's worth doing a 2-stop, is it? By the looks of things. I was waiting for the car to just spin there, so I took that very easy. I think a few people have done the same. Hear the tyre squeals behind me of people getting it all kinds of wrong into that corner there. So glad he didn't come back onto the track there. Right, well James said podium. P5 becomes P6. Oh, let's get brake balance set to the front if we haven't done already. Not sure if it resets. Yeah, let's get that to the front. Oh, nearly out onto the grass. Right, we could be on for the podium. I don't know why they ghosted there. That didn't really make much sense. I don't think there was any real need for that. Oh. Look at the slipstream. I was kind of elbows out a little bit there, but I was on the inside by that point. Brutal in the dirty air in these things. It's good for a slipstream, not much good for anything else. Vicar, how we doing, mate? Hope we're all well, hope we're all well. Come on, let's go. Oh, track limits, that's brutal. I didn't think we did have track limits there. don't like that it's ghosting us all into the braking zones, but... Apparently there's a little bit of a killer, and I think we're still okay. We could be on for a podium here. We've got the podium right in front of us, so we just need to keep chasing these guys down. Whoa! That gap closed quite quickly there. Oh, fair enough, I just wasn't expecting it. Right, come on. This is the only bit where I'm a little bit vulnerable now, is on these straights. A few people in the faster cars. Behind us in the slipstream there. Yellow flag, someone spun. Gonna get one more lap out of these tyres. That's a good run there. I think we're fine on track limits. In the slipstream. Oh, they've got each other's slipstream. Oopsies. Just breaking away from me slightly. I don't know if they're just bump drafting each other away. We're into the pits this time. Not the best pit entry. Better than the last one where we hit the wall though. Let's go. Right, silent alarm in front of us is who we're chasing, full position. And in simple terms, that is the podium position. Right there. If we get past him, there's a chance we're on the podium. Oh, this could be interesting. So these guys in front here, this is gonna make things tricky. unlucky 13 there. He's actually let him pass. Is he going to let us pass as well? Does he know that we're right behind him for the same position? I don't think he does. That gap to silent alarm is going to get bigger and bigger. The changes, Vicar, is this daily race basically is 12 laps as we see, which basically means it's a 45-minute daily race C, which we've never ever had before. Oh dear. Force another car off track. What are we talking about there then? Yeah, I wonder if Gran Turismo Polyphony are kind of going to push towards a longer daily race C. I don't think they can go back after this, I really don't. I think the podium's off the cards for us now, however. Someone in on the medium tyres now. He's going to do well to get 6 laps out of the softs, unless he's planning on doing 2 stints on the soft tyres. Cut the corner and then set a faster sector. Right, silent alarm in front of us, 1.8. That's a big penalty, that. think that pretty much is our podium chances gone. I think now we're pretty much levelled out. We're going to be racing for position now. Oh man, so hard to judge that corner with a car right in front of you. So hard. Yeah, exactly. We get the penalty for nothing. The track limits one was fair enough, obviously, which we're about to serve again. Just as frustrating as it is. Let's try and have P6. Let's try and have P6. Look at this. The leader's coming into the pits now. 38 seconds the gap. We could have been in amongst all of that had we not had all these penalties. Jump ahead of a few of them, I think. I don't know. P5. Look at that. That's even more frustrating. We're not as far off the podium as I thought. So that's even more annoying. Yeah, exactly. No issues with the track limits penalties. Yeah, exactly. Getting a penalty when you've been the one that was punted off. I think mine partially came because I moved back across and it was quite early. I think I did make contact with the car, but he was letting everybody pass, and it was difficult to sort of judge that one, to be fair. But if it was for that, then I would say fair enough. Problem being, all these guys have came out on the soft tyres in front, so there's zero chance really of catching them. P5 is just not a bad result if we can hold on to it. This guy behind us there probably on the softs as well, I think. Good evening, Craig. How are we doing, buddy? Podium is in sight. It is, but it's just... it's in sight, but out of reach, I think. Oh man, had we not had the penalties, we'd have been laughing. We'd have been absolutely laughing. I'm sure we've had about 6 or 7 seconds worth of penalties. We'd have been on the podium and then some. Struggling to make the corners a lot now as well, this is the problem. 5 seconds the gap to P4. Oh, he's got a penalty. This might be a little bit of a saving grace for me at the moment. It's the only thing I don't like about this car. Second gear, you have such a closing speed to the cars in front out of the corner. You're battling them, and all of a sudden you're crashing into them. That's going to save me for now. Not for long though. I was just going to say, you probably struggle to follow in the dirty air. That might help me as well. It's actually going to be pretty difficult to get another 3 laps out of these tyres. This is actually going to be a real struggle, this, to get another 2.5 laps out of these tyres. Try medium first, yeah, could do, and then maybe that means we get another lap or so out of the softs on lower fuel, potentially. Maybe I just needed to take it easier and get another lap out of the softs first. That's the start of it, that's the start of it. That's the start of it. Oh, nah. This is why I was saying I wonder if doing the 2 stops on the... doing a 2-stop and doing 3 stints, 1 medium and 2 stints on the soft. I wonder if that's going to be worth doing it. Sod it, I'm going to come into the pits. Absolutely not the way to do it, but I kind of get 2 laps out of there without making a load of more mistakes. And ultimately just killing the tyres. Having nothing left on that rear left. Let's do a second stop. It's a long pit stop, this, though. I'll drop a few positions here, but... oh, this is painful. Painful. Literally dropping to last there, I thought. Oh, pretty much going to be though. See what we can do on a fresh set of softs though. Huh. Run wide into turn 2 apparently. Whatever turn that is. Very much doubt that we'll get back up to 7th place where we were, but you never know, do you? Yeah, it definitely should have done a different strategy. Yeah, a few more laps on these set of softs would have done us a favour. I don't think it's. I mean, it's definitely not worth doing the extra stop. No way on earth you're going to be able to just find yourself an extra, you know, sort of buy back that 20 seconds plus really 30 seconds lost at least in that with that pit stop. Come on, brake, slow down. I can see P7, but he's like, whatever that's going to be, 10 seconds up the road there. Yeah, about 8 seconds up the road. Penalty. Yeah. I don't know how people have made the tyres last, to be honest with you. I don't know how they've done it. This is the problem, I'm on a fresh set of tyres and I can't actually even get past anybody. Oh man. Oh, you almost had me at the line there. Jeez, that was close. Oh man, that was frustrating, that one. I struggled to make the tyres last there. Really, really struggled. Clearly though, I mean, we were matching the pace of the guys who were on for the podiums at one point. Well, there we go. I can't work out. I'm not too sure what I think of the longer race. I'm not so sure. I'm not sure that this was the best race to do it on because of the field spread and all the rest of it. Really difficult to actually have good close racing throughout a full race. If it was a slightly, I don't know, shorter track, I was going to say, or a smaller track with a few more laps. But then again, it's, you know, something like Monza. I'm even looking there like Dragon Trail. Every track, realistically, if the difference in speed is there, the field spread's going to become. You're going to see the field spread regardless. So I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. That I like the idea of these longer races. I'm hoping that this does change the way that Polyphony does Daily Race C. We'll have to wait and find out for that, I guess, though. But yeah, it seems weird because I've only done 2 races, and yet that's the stream over as well. That's the other sort of weird thing about it. I feel like I've sort of slacked off. I've done 2 races and then that's it. But they've been the equivalent of 4 races. So 28 laps of Brands Hatch. I mean, that's another one where field spread, people are going to get lapped. People are just, what you don't want is people quitting. But that's the track. That's like literally, and it's an actual real life track, as is most of the stuff on here. You know, you can't change the tracks to make it closer, but closer racing. But yeah, Brands Hatch is one where if it's a Daily Race C, you just know the amount of people that are going to rage quit, and by the end of it, you've got like 4 people left in a lobby that started with 16. So it's a bit of a weird one, but hopefully it's a good direction, something to build on. Either that or someone's just actually made a mistake and it wasn't meant to be 12 laps. But I like the look of it, the idea of it, and hopefully it means a few more races. I tell you what, let's finish on a. It's got to be the Supra, isn't it? It always is. It always is. Yeah. Let's jump in the Supra and let's have a race for Daily Race B. One quick race. See how we get on. Let's go. Although it's reverse, isn't it? Was it reverse? Oh no. Yeah, it is. This is also going to be a race that's going to end disastrously, by the way. We're not even going to get one full lap of practice, I don't think. So I think we can all guess at how badly this is going to go. But you never know. Oh! I'm sliding around. Don't even think we'll cross the line. So we'll be starting from the back. Daily Super B, yeah, exactly. We'll follow suit with everybody else. I have a feeling that there'll be a few people ends up on this race. Yeah, the longer the race and the more we'll quit. I mean, as a general rule anyways, of course, yeah. I mean, people are going to make mistakes, drop back, and you're always going to have that, aren't you? Less chance of you quitting if it's only a one lap or a couple of laps, or... But yeah. Oh yeah, sorry John, sorry. I just quickly jumped into this a couple of minutes beforehand, sorry. So I ended up picking the rented car. Apologies, because I always make that mistake. It just didn't feel right to end the stream after 2 races, so I thought I'd jump on this one quickly. Jump on this one and hope for the best. Right, come on. We're starting from the back, so it means we can only hopefully make progress. Oh! Naive of me to think 2 of us could have gone through there without contact, really. On the outside. Oh! No. Oh, it's all gone wrong for a few of these guys here. I'm just going to jump to the right hand side because I don't know who's serving penalties, who's doing what. I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him. I'm telling you, I didn't touch him. Not my fault. Not my fault. Right, 4 cars here, all heading into a curvy, twisty, tight braking zone. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing, it seems, quite annoyingly. P8 there is there. Let's see if we can have that. From the back, at this track, P8 wouldn't be too shabby, to be honest. Let's be fair. Still 4 cars in front of us. Don't quite think I've got the pace to catch up to them though, that's the problem. Oh, good run out of turn 1. Does the trick. Top 10. I've got damage though off that hitting the wall. This guy ends up with a penalty off hitting the wall. We're lucky not to get that. That's going to be it. Going to be P10. That's not bad. That's not bad. From P6 for a one-off little race. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Right. That has been our Monday night stream. A bit of a weird one. What do we think of the longer daily race C? I don't know if I'm a fan of it or not. That particular combo is very challenging, isn't it? So that one's a little bit tricky, which makes it hard to judge. But let's see the next few weeks. You never know. We might have some longer daily race Cs, which end up being really, really, really good. Hopefully. Who knows? Which means to me that they've then got to make the Nations Cup and the manufacturers even longer to feel like a bigger event again. But yeah, that one was really enjoyable. Good fun. Hope everybody's enjoyed the stream nonetheless. Good effort. It was, you know, it'll do. I just couldn't. I had to do another race because I couldn't end a stream after just 2 races. That just didn't seem right. But there we go. Exciting times at the moment. Been threatening for a long time to hopefully be getting back onto the content and everything for the channel but the business has been so busy that I haven't been able to do that, but it has meant now that I'm able and actually employing somebody, which is really exciting, nerve-wracking but exciting, which will hopefully allow me to have a bit more time on this as well. So it's the right decision, I think, and one that will hopefully give me a bit more ability to get some more content and try and grow this channel as I know I want to do and can do. So hopefully everybody's enjoyed the stream. I shall look forward to doing many more videos and all that sort of stuff throughout the next few months. So we still got the karting video that we did with Byron, Craig's son Byron, down in Stockton. That was an absolutely mega day out. Had a really good race with Byron at the end. We were so fortunate that nobody was on the track with us. There was one time slot where there was literally nobody booked in, and we managed to kind of nab that 15 minutes to have a race, and what good fun it was. So looking forward to editing that when I hopefully can, which should hopefully be in the next few weeks, and getting that out there as well. So hopefully plenty more to come. It's absolutely boiling in here. I'm literally going to have to go because I'm about to pass out. It's so warm. I need to work out. I need to get an air conditioning unit in here or something. It is absolutely ridiculous. 2 fans in the room and the window open. It does nothing when you've got TVs and wheels and laptops and PlayStations and all that sort of stuff running. It just, horrendous. Anyways, right, lovely stuff. Appreciate it. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Any more this week? How do you mean, John? In terms of streams? Let me have a little look. I don't think so, I'll be honest. I'm just looking through a few messages there. Some people have messaged about the video editing job that I'm hiring for, which is good. Sorry, let's have a look at the calendar. Right, I'm not too sure, to be honest. If there's a chance of a stream, it'll be on Wednesday night. So I don't know. I don't quite know. I'll have to have a look. So if we see the stream go up on the Wednesday, then we know we'll be streaming. If you see it scheduled, I'll get the notification, whatever, then do tune in. But yeah, hopefully maybe Wednesday. I'll be honest, it's probably unlikely, but maybe Wednesday. I'll see how I get on with work, because I've got a lot to get through this week. So hopefully, you never know. I might run ahead of schedule. There we go though. Right, catch you all hopefully this week. Maybe not, maybe not. Will we racing again with British Heart Foundation this Sunday? Nope. Hungarian Grand Prix, the return of Daniel Ricciardo. Get your predictions in on that one. I actually think, here's my wild Ricciardo prediction, is that Hungarian Grand Prix, I haven't seen the weather, so I'm just totally guessing, but I'm going to guess that it's slightly wet and a bit rainy and a bit whatever. I actually think that Sergio Perez has another absolute stinker of a weekend. Max Verstappen actually gets crashed into somebody, by somebody qualifying or something. Ricciardo starts a little bit further ahead and actually somehow gets the Hungarian Grand Prix win. He then replaces Sergio Perez immediately as he crosses the line. Helmut Marko says, right, before he even gets up to the podium, we hear breaking in the news that Sergio Perez has been fired. He then gets the Red Bull seat. Max Verstappen then doesn't win another race this season. Daniel Ricciardo becomes world champion. What a return. That's my prediction. I don't know if that's mathematically possible. I'm going to guess that it is, because we're not halfway through the season. So that's my Daniel Ricciardo prediction. Fingers crossed for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Right, catch you all in a little bit. Hopefully this week, if not next week. Actually, yeah, hopefully, if not this week, then next week. 6th of August, British Heart Foundation, Nürburgring, 24-hour next race. Exactly. Remember your wet tyres. Mate, tell me about it. Yep. Don't need reminding. I look forward to it. That one's going to be a good one. We've got that to look forward to in a few weeks. But yeah, hopefully see you on Wednesday. If not, then Monday for our usual stream. And yeah, What about a toodle pip?